What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to talk to you about two different projects, both 1-minute projects, and one of them I got paid £300 for. The other one I got paid £15 for. But they're both 1-minute videos. Let's break it down. The 1-minute video that I got paid £15 for was a piece of micro content. Micro content, for anybody not used to that lingo, is those 1-minute videos that you see on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. It was in the style of, the Gary Vee kind of business style. This particular person was a real estate person who was, selling high luxury homes and things like that. And he essentially would send me videos of a conference he spoke at or whatever the case may be. And I would chop that up into a 1-minute, highlight that accurately represented what was going on there and was like a little bit of value with a title, you know what I mean? Like, how to get the best deal on a home, stuff like that, stuff for other kind of realtors and stuff like that. Basically a piece of micro content. The one I got paid £300 for was a full-blown promotional video for a car dealership. This was a little bit more in depth than just sitting down at my desk right here and just doing some chops and cuts and editing up a video, which, the £15 project entailed. This particular project, required me to go out to the company, shoot for a day, a good 7-hour, 6-hour day on site, shooting all the footage, come back to the office and then edit up the final result via my workstation here, which obviously took, at least another let's say 10 hours or something like that to actually create the project, the actual final project. Two projects, both 1 minute. So the car dealership promo video, 1 minute. The Instagram piece of micro content, 1 minute, but two drastically different processes, two drastically different time requirements for these. For example, the £15 project, I completed in a matter of an hour, I believe. I think it was an hour, yeah. And the, £300 project, I completed in a matter of, let's say, at the least 16 hours. So at the very least, it was, at the very least, it was a 6-hour shoot and a 10-hour edit. And that's me being a little bit generous to the time constraints here. So at the very least, we're dealing with a 1-hour project versus a 16-hour project. Now, if we actually times, let me just get a calculator real quick. I'm typing calculator onto Google. If we type times 15 pounds by 16 hours, that's only 240 pounds. So we're still coming out pretty net positive. Let me actually have a look. I'm literally doing this live. 300 divided by 15. 300 divided by 15. This is how stupid I am at math. 20. Okay, cool. So the project would have had to last 20 hours to equal the exact same amount of money, or it's obviously, a little bit better pay. So right there, that's literally me doing the maths live. The math is essentially adding up that the, higher paid project is more money than the kind of the lower down project basically repeated the same amount of times or repeated for the same amount of hours. So it still makes more sense to take on bigger projects. Now that right there in itself is £300 for a project. That's essentially a standard videography project right there. At this point, £300 a pop for a promo video, especially for a 1-minute promo video, is pretty standard price at the end of the day. If you're dealing with a more luxury brand, you might charge a little bit more. Between you and me, I could have charged this company more, but the fact that we've now worked on 4 promo videos instead of just 1 was reflected in the fact that I brought that price down a little bit, made it a little bit more. Made it make sense a little bit more for the company so that we could open ourselves up for repeat work. So that's also something here, which is you could set yourself up for repeat work by knocking off a little bit of the price. For example, even with that £15 for the 1-minute video, I originally quoted that client £20 for the 1-minute video. Now we actually would come down to £15 for the fact that he would pay me for 10 videos up front and I would give him a percentage discount. So instead of him just ordering 1 video from me for £20, he would order 10 for £15 a pop, and I would bring the price down just like the car dealership. I brought the price down to $300 opposed to me thinking, I could potentially put it to maybe $450, $500 for this particular dealership just by me going and having a meeting at the dealership before we quoted them that price, and then obviously, just just looking at their business and thinking, yeah, they could probably afford 450, 500. But in my mind, I still wanted to bring it down to open up for repeat business. And that has happened. I've had 4 projects so far with them. So they've paid me £1,200 so far for those 4 projects, including the travel back and forth, etc. And I've opened myself up for more projects. I'm finishing a banner video for their Facebook page today, which is just taking that old footage, re-editing it. So that will open me up. That right there will be another paid project. And, I'm on the phone to these guys pretty consistently now, working with their brand and basically helping them develop. And, all that kind of started by me essentially getting in the door. And a lot of the time I think it's, if you believe in yourself, if you know you're going to be providing good stuff, and if you know, it's not that much of a hassle to create a 1-minute video, which honestly for me, it's not that much of a hassle, I'm happy to actually give them a little bit of a discount and open myself up for more repeat work. And that's been a pattern in my past, is that I'd much rather take, let's say, 10 projects for 20% less money than 1 project or 2 projects for, the max I could take from this client. And, I think that's a little bit of strategy, but I feel as though this video didn't have so much guidance or so much structure, I guess. I've started doing these videos much more freestyle. Tell me if you like that, or tell me if you want me to be sat back here, I used to just be sat right here, and there would be a slideshow playing behind me, and, I'm basically just doing a more sat-down video. But this, I just kind of feel pretty motivated to, just talk to the camera directly, more of like a real sort of, less filtered sort of situation. Well, my videos aren't filtered, but, for lack of better words, I guess that's what I came out with. But yes, not so much structure to this. Essentially, my idea for this video is I just wanted to paint the picture that there's many different shapes and sizes of projects. I'm breaking down 2 1-minute videos. Both of them are 1 minute, no longer than a minute. And both of them I was paid a significant, increase to the first one. £15 for the first video, 20 times more for the car dealership promo video, which again is just a 1-minute video. Both of these are different versions of 1-minute videos. But again, just to backtrack, the different things that obviously go through these is quite a lot. They're both vastly different projects. The 1-minute video is a remote video editing job for a client who was based in Australia. My name's Jack Murray Cole. His name was Jack Murray. That was pretty funny. We joked about that right off the bat. That was a person living in Australia. I've never met that guy. I probably will never meet that guy. And he paid me a considerable amount of money. I believe we worked on 20 projects together, and he paid bulk for both of them to get a discount. So that was something that we agreed on. Like I said, he would pay for 10 videos up front, and I would give him a small discount. And that's totally acceptable. And that right there is actually gonna, make more sense in terms of just building a business relationship with the actual client, and opening yourself up again to repeat business. The name of the game, if you've been following my channel for even a couple weeks, you probably at least heard me say this once or twice. Consistent clients are far better than a 1-term gig. I'd much rather have 20 projects at a reduced price than 4 projects or 1 project at the full price I felt I could max squeeze from this client. That's a strategy that will enable you guys to build a relationship that lasts a little bit longer. Now, I'm actually not working with that guy anymore. I am working with the car dealership guy still. So for some reason, the micro content dude, I guess he had other things going on in that relationship, ended up fizzling out. But the car dealership literally spoke to them yesterday on the phone, working on a Facebook banner video for them right now. And, no doubt we'll work on more car promo videos other than the 4 we've worked on so far, which already, like I said, that's a considerable amount of projects for a car dealership. And that right there is it. To conclude, 2 projects in the freelance video production game, both 1 minute, both different types of 1-minute videos. One I was paid £15 for, one I was paid £300 for. The one I was paid $15 for, a remote video editing job for, somebody over the internet. The way I got the job was through Upwork. Bad boy Upwork. Everybody knows about Upwork. If you've been following my channel, I love Upwork. Hands down, the best freelancer marketplace on the whole internet. And the other video was a £300 videography project, videography x video editing, basically a full production, not just the remote editing, where I went, met the client at the car dealership. In fact, they came and picked me up from my office, the office I'm at right now, drove me to the dealership. We shot for the whole day. I had to bring the drone out there, everything like that. It was a proper shoot. And the 3 others after that were all proper shoots, big shoots. And we, built a video, came back, structured it, and, created that promo video for the business to release over social media. So both videos that are created to release over social media, but two different processes that obviously make the first one 15 pounds and the other one 300 pounds, which is how we figured out live here, 20 times the price, but not for 20 times the work. Realistically, not really for 20 times the work, maybe for 10 or 15 times the work. I'm not too sure. So overall, it's a net positive. That particular job I got in a weird way. I got that job through selling a microphone on Facebook Marketplace. So I got a whole bunch of equipment. If you don't know, this little hustle that I got going on is companies will send me equipment for me to review. A lot of it's pretty junk. This is some random drone that I just got. The quality's not going to be good. It's just going to be fun to go mess around with it. And this is a little hustle that I got going on where companies will send me products to review. And the quote unquote bad ones or the not as good ones as I'd like them or the not so good ones, I sell them on Facebook Marketplace. The very good ones, I keep them and, I plan on renting them in the future, and for the time being, I just utilize them down here in my office. So I listed one of those microphones, which was not so good. I didn't really need it. I had a better clip-on mic than the one I was going to sell. So I put it on Facebook Marketplace. The guy who owns the car dealership popped up in my office, bought it off of me for 20 pounds and mentioned that he was trying to put some videos together for his car dealership, but it wasn't really going too well. I said, let me send you my show reel. I think I can help out. I sent him the show reel, and, long story short, then he called me up straight after that and said, let's work ASAP. And indeed we did. So that right there is just a little backstory on both of those. Thank you guys for watching the video. I've been ItsJackCole. For more video production themed content, subscribe. It's the only type of content that I post. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. Have a nice day.